Welcome, car people of this world, to my 2005 Lexus LS 430. Over the past few weeks, we've received this car that sat for 5 years untouched. We detailed the car, did quite a few of small mechanical necessities, but last video, we still couldn't get it to start. And that brings us to today, where we will be cleaning the entire fuel system in hopes to get this car started.
So a little disclaimer that's probably quite obvious is I really don't know what I'm doing. I mean, clearly in the last video, it probably should have made sense that the fuel was gelled. But you know what? I was antsy to start it. I'm getting impatient, and I mean, this is probably what I get. Anyway, we're gonna be flushing the whole fuel system today. Fingers crossed. So if you come into the back seat here, we have already got the back seats pulled up. I just have to disconnect this clamp. So if you have the ultra luxury version, which this is, you just have to move the seat forward and then you yank it up. So we got to get this disconnected. So now we have access to the fuel pump, which is right here. So we got to get these bolts off, and this will reveal the fuel pump underneath. And a little play-by-play of what's gonna happen. Pretty much what we have to do is drain the whole fuel tank first, then we're gonna be blowing out the fuel lines, taking out the fuel rods, cleaning the rods, and the fuel injectors. So first, we have to start with draining the fuel tank. Just got the cover off and the plug. That was a little bit more difficult than I anticipated, but now we're just gonna be unscrewing each of these, and plus we gotta pop out this clip. This should just slide right out, and then the fuel line should pop up. All right, boys, so here we are. We just got the fuel filter out. Take a look at this. Come closer, watch. Ready? Oh! Is that oil?
It's just sludge, dude. Ew.
That's so gross.
That's just full as just junk.
It is. So we're gonna need to get some new stuff for this. First off, Matt has joined us. We haven't seen him probably in a year. So good to see you, bro. Freaking thanks for pulling up. Also, another person we haven't seen in a long time, Cam. He used to have, well, we won't even talk about what he used to have, but he currently has a LS 400 first gen. I am so excited. We have the 430 that literally looks like it's climbing rocks right now. That looks hilarious. The 460, which is broken, and we have the oldest one with the least amount of miles coming, 130,000 miles. He's coming, and it works great. But while we wait for him, we have to pump out all of the gas here in the gas tank. All right, so now that we have enough fuel drained out, I don't think I'm gonna drain the whole tank because we have access to the fuel line right here, which we're gonna blow out. So now what we have to do is come to the front here, and we're gonna disconnect the fuel line right here, stick an air compressor, and blow all of the fuel out that way with a catch can on the other end to see how much gunk comes out. After that happens, then we're gonna need to clean out the fuel rods and whatnot. So that's what we're gonna be trying now. But if you guys know what happened to the LS 460, you know that we're not a fan of these, so wish me luck. Is there stuff coming out there, Cam?
It was like
barely.
air and gas. So it was like a mist. Yeah.
We just cleared out the fuel line, and now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go do some research on how to get the fuel rods off, because it looks a little bit more in depth than we want to do without knowing what we're doing. So we're gonna hop in the LS 400. I'm so excited for Cam. You want to start it up? And we're gonna go grab a bite to eat. Sounds nice.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
It needs an X pipe.
Yeah, it definitely needs an X pipe, and I also want to hear it from the outside.
Yeah, it's loud. It's loud.
Yeah, it sounds much louder from the outside. All right, it is now a new day. Very cold here in the morning. It's actually 28 degrees outside. Yeah, I'm hustling. We're getting this thing ready to roll. Popping the hood here. Pretty much what we're doing. Oh my gosh, that thing's gonna be so cold. Ooh, chilly. Pretty much what we're gonna be doing is removing all of these wire harnesses and clips and whatnot to get to the fuel injectors on the fuel rails way down there. You can see the pink is a fuel injector and the blue are the fuel injector harnesses. So we gotta get everything out of the way to be able to get those off. Alright, so we just got all of these bolts out. Now this whole loom is loose, but don't have much play with it. Now we have to go in and unhook these bolts. There's 2 of them for the fuel rod, and then we can unclip the fuel injector cords, and then we should be able to try to pop those injectors out. So I got everything off, and I just pulled up the fuel rail on this side. You can see the whole fuel rail lifts, which is good. But first we gotta get the clips off, which I'm really struggling to do. First injector is out. We're gonna keep track of these because, believe it or not, the right side injectors are different from the left, at least according to AutoZone. So yeah. Okay, so we got 3 of the fuel injectors out over here. That 4th one in the back is gonna be really difficult to get out without getting out this side, because this side's all locked down. It's a metal fuel line in the back, and you can't really get any play on it, but I think I might be able to if we undo this side first. So I'm gonna take everything out over here, and then we'll start pulling out fuel injectors. Take a look at these guys over here. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Interesting, this one has like some foam around it, so I don't know. Curious what that is, but anyway, yeah. Good news, I just got a call from my nearest Lexus dealer, and while we let these fuel injectors soak, you can see we're just about to get the fuel injectors off of the left fuel rail. All of the parts came in for the new for the rest of the fuel system. So we got the new fuel pump, we got the new fuel filter, and a couple other little things I ordered in. I forget what I did, but all that came in, so this is good stuff. This thing should be up and going soon if this is the final problem, and if we don't mess anything up, fingers crossed. All right, we got all of the injectors out. I actually can't believe that I did that. Honestly, I've never done anything in depth like this before, but who knows? We'll have to see if I can get them back in the car runs. Got everything out. You can see the fuel line, or I'm sorry, the fuel rails are sticking up like this. Injectors 7 and 8. Wow, these guys, nuts. Crazy difficult to get off, but we did it. It's gonna be even worse to get them back in. So I have a meeting to go to in like 20 minutes. And then we're off to the Lexus dealership to get parts to finish up the fuel pump. Got all the parts we need to hopefully complete the Lexus LS430. But first, we are going to clean out the injectors. Everything here in the front has just been completed. We reassembled everything, cleaned injectors, everything's back plugged in. Now, time for the parts that we picked up from Lexus today. They're over here. These new parts here from Lexus are what we got in to install in the fuel pump. All right, so here is our fuel pump assembly. We have to get this top part off as well as this bottom part. We'll start with the top, and I think I'm gonna need some screwdrivers. All right, there we go. Got that off. Now we need to take this clip out. All right, that's removed. Oh, there's the old pump. I think this actually may still work, but we're gonna replace it anyway. I'm gonna take a look in the bag of goodies of what we got. Here is the new pump. Sweet, that's looking good. We got the new fuel filter. This is what I'm excited to take a look at. I really hope that this started with like a hint of orange or something, because that is bad. And a fuel pump seal. All right guys, the new fuel filter and pump are installed in the fuel filter assembly. Time to get this thing reinstalled, and I hope to go get some gas and see if we can start it tonight. Besides, this interior smells so strong of gasoline, we're gonna have to detox it. 10 gallons of 93 later. Oh. And back to the house to load this thing up, hopefully get it started. All right guys, I'm sorry it's dark out, but we're doing this right now. I've got 10 gallons of 93. We're gonna be filling up the tank. Actually, I should probably see how much gas is in it first. We're trying to start this thing. Pray for me. All right. Gas level is there. We have enough fuel. Hopefully the pump is working. Fuel level is actually going up. Let's see if we got any leaking in here yet. Nothing so far. All right, let's give it a rip. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, it wants to go so bad, dude. So what do you know? Looks like I probably messed something else up again. If you take a look here, this is the fuel line. I just disconnected it and no fuel came out at all, which means there's something wrong with the pump because it's not even feeding up to the engine. So I'm gonna do some investigation. I'm gonna take this back apart, see what I can find, and I'll let you guys know. I'm just not gonna film this because I'm just trying to get this thing started. All right, here we go again. Did a couple little things. Here we go. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Boys, let's go! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What? Oh my gosh! Wow! Oh my gosh, dude! Oh, listen to her! Oh my gosh! Let's go, dude! Oh, thank you, Lord. Let's go, dude. That is what I'm talking about. That smells like terrible fuel. Let's freaking go. Oh my gosh. Boys, I can't believe this. I am over the moon right now. I can't believe this. Like, sincerely, I've never ever taken fuel injectors apart before. I've never been this deep in a car before. And here it is running. Join me next time. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. This car is gonna go through a crazy transformation. Now that we have it running, it's worth the time and money to invest into it. Next video, we're gonna be going for our first drive and continuing our build on the LS430. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
I woke up with a plan. She hit my little money down. She counting up in the train. She think I got the